Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long was 1975. A YouTuber on the rise, reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long Boys Bros 1975.
This is Thundercats on the A500 Mini, released by Elite in 1988. They also released it on the Amstrad, the Spectrum, the Commodore 64 and the Atari ST. I have a gameplay of it on the Spectrum and the Commodore 64. I was quite fond of it on the Spectrum back in the day as a kid, and it came free on a cover tape as well. Well, the first demo did, and we rinsed and repeated it. Thundercats was a TV show released in 1985 that ran to 1989 by Ranking Bass Animation, and it had this kind of anime vibe going to it, and basically the best TV theme tune of all kids shows ever, and that includes Mysterious Cities of Gold. We'll get back to that in a moment. So basically there were a bunch of humanoid cat-like creatures whose home planet Thundera was destroyed when they were being chased by the evil mutants through space. Both groups of individuals crashed on the planet New Earth, where they met Mumra, who took control of the evil mutants, formerly led by Slythe, who could turn from a weedy little mummy into a massively powerful mummy, and he was obsessed with destroying the Thundercats, who were led by that bloke there, Lionel. Started off as a child, but his suspended animation pod got broken on the way to, well, it wasn't supposed to be Third Earth or whatever. It was supposed to go to some other planet. But yeah, and he aged into a man, but his mind stayed that of a body. Each character had their own individual skill set, such as Cheetara, because she was a cheetah, could run really fast. Panther was usually strong, and Tigra could turn invisible, because we all remember that skill from Tigers, don't we? And also Snarf's main ability was he was an annoying twat. Now let's get into this. This was Elite's big Christmas game of that year, and I want to say it was never originally a Thundercats game. Much like the sequel to this game, which ended up as Bomb Jack 2, was, well, Bomb Jack 2 wasn't originally Bomb Jack 2. It was a Thundercats game. I don't know, it's something along those lines. Anyway, right, let's get into this. So basically it's a side-scrolling platformer, beat them up, because you have to. Mumra's stolen the sword. Mumra's stolen the sword, so you have to. You know, he's given you the sword, but he's stolen the Eye of Thundera, which I always thought would make it completely and utterly useless. But it doesn't, because the sword's got ninja powers and stuff like sight beyond sight, and it could get really, really big unless the room was really cold. Giveaway, I think that it was not a Thundercats game. Is this is the music. It's really nice. I mean, it's very good music, but why on earth would you not have the Thundercats theme tune? I mean, why? Why would you not have the greatest kids show theme tune in the history of mankind? Right, so, oh, obviously it was like He-Man as well. There we go. Mumra the Ever-Living holds the Eye of Thundera. They search for it. Well, we don't need to search for it now, do we? Because we know that Mumra's got it, so we just need to search for Mumra. But yeah, it was a show that was much like He-Man, that was shown at the same time as when the toys were released to sell them. I don't think they were that popular. They were their weird own scale as well, weren't they? Right, right, there I am. Look at my scary face. As in, I don't have one. Lovely parallax. Oh, bottom left lives, time. Bottom right. Oh, that's right, you got time. So we don't recognise the little things, but the Vulture character, whose name completely eludes me, you don't need to tell me because I'll remember it when I'm editing. Yeah, he's clearly from the show. I mean, I'm a nice depiction of Lionel, but I'm not going to lie, it's not the best graphics. In fact, they're a bit crap. And before you're saying I'm harsh, what's the deal with my sword at the bottom? Is that because you can get different weapons? Parallax is nice. Yeah, before you're saying I'm being a bit harsh, Shadow of the Beast, anyone? Although you could argue this is probably more playable. Now, it's a bit unforgiving in the sense that the way the enemies bunch up, and though I've never played this before, I know this because it's exactly the same as the Spectrum version. It really is. Have a comparison of that against the Commodore 64 version. Spectrum version's better. Oh, Spectrum version's brilliant until you know that it's not a Thundercats game. Look, so Mumra's just appeared at the top in his non-skinny little mummy form. Fuck. in his big form. So I can't remember what happens, but something flies towards us. Or does everyone get mental? Look at it. Fortunately, the little blokes can't get above onto the big platform. Whatever are you saying about short people? But they can drop down in. Look at this. Ooh. This is relentless. Also, Lino swings his sword like a right twat. Just saying. Lack of animation, I guess, is the descriptive term I'm looking for. I want that. Ooh. Shake harder, boy. That's a life. I could use it as soon as I get a minute to jump. I don't remember it being this relentless. What was his name? Where's the bird this fella came from? That's apt. Oh, shies and balls. Right, so it's this, stuff like this. When you leap water, it's the placement of the enemy and things like that. It's a tad unfair is what I'm saying. Kill bonus. How many people I kill? I've wiped out the entire bad guys, basically. Yeah, it's funny, because when they crash land on this planet, they build a place called the Cat's Lair and a thunder tank. And the Cat's Lair is like the size of the Chrysler building and stuff like that. And it's like, what, 5 of you did that? 5 of you? Oh, okay. I mean, I know it's a kid's cartoon, but like, okay. And the tank, he built the tank as well. Right, just saying. And wasn't Third Earth supposed to be Earth? Look it up, seriously. Or am I confusing that with Middle Earth? You can get a laser gun on this level. You got to watch the pillar like that. The pillars. If there's a platform between 2 pillars, then that pillar can collapse. Right, Jackalman. I know him, and I think Monkey's in it. Just can't remember what the Vulture bloke's called. That's a gun. We like guns, but clearly not a Thundercats game, is it? Oh, useful. Hey, that one did collapse. It's nice. It's alright graphics. Like I said, Shadow of the Beast, anyone? I was a bit harsh when it said it was out and out shit. But then there are so many better looking Amiga games. I don't want that. I'll show you why in a moment. I can't shoot it. It's a sword. And because of the way you have to jump platforms, trust me, you want to keep the gun. I never had any Thundercat figures when I was a kid. They were too expensive. They were actually well dear. They came with little ring packs you put batteries in there, didn't they? So their eyes and shit would light up. Well, at least Mumra and... What? Well, I can't duck him. At least Mumra and Lino did. I did have the sword though. I've still got the sword. Somewhere in someone's attic. Spoilers, it wasn't as big as the show. But I mean, I really, for all the faults and that, and I'm taking the piss out of it here, I did really like the show as a kid. Everyone did. We generally looked forward to it. It came out of nowhere on, I think it was Children's BBC. Yeah, and then everyone just lost their shit for it, particularly the pilot episode that had... You remember these shows had amazing animation? The animation in the show was never as good as the pilots and then the intro. I think I've worked out... Oh, we can jump. Well, you would hope so. He's a fucking bird. Yeah, so once Mumra shows up in the background, again, you want to know where the sword is. Look at that big fuck off Mumra in the background, just go there. That's when it gets tits frisky. But having said that, it's quite tits frisky-ish now, isn't it, to be fair? The other thing I was wondering about Thundercats, sorry, is they crash land, they are the remnants of their entire planet, Thundera, until the second season when a couple more of them show up. And basically at some point they've got to think about repopulating their entire species. So basically, literally, ooh, cats don't like water. Oh look, did it before he got mental. So basically Shitara, the only female of the group of adult age, is both figuratively and literally fucked. I remember I used to get the Marvel comic as well, the UK Marvel comic, the weekly Thundercats comic. They did reprints for a while of all the North American monthly Thundercats, Marvel Thundercats. Although, was it Star on their Star label? I don't know. Some of the placement of the enemies with their hit detection is a bit suspect. But yeah, I used to get that, and it was reprints for the most part, so, you know, much like Transformers and G.I. Joe, so they did their own shit. But the best thing about that comic was, it had a superhero strip called Power Pack as the backup, which I absolutely loved. And honestly, for the first few issues, that strip, well, for like the first 20 issues, oh, you can fire when you're jumping, it's good to know, was actually better. Oh! Better than the actual Thundercats strip. Seriously, I love Power Pack. Right, are they going to collapse? Yes. This game is frustrating as tits. I mean, what a waste of a license. I'm pretty sure, though, it would have sold fantastically. Because it's Thundercats, and we didn't know it wasn't a Thundercat. I'm pretty sure I saw that on a Guru Larry video, that it wasn't actually ever a Thundercats game. Possibly, I could be wrong. By all means, let me know. Tell me what it was. Or was it a Thundercats game? Complete waste, though. I mean, think about it. Could have been better graphics. I mean, I think you can fly in one stage, but it's still side-scrolling. I mean, Lino would have liked a face. That would have been nice. He looks like that weird bad guy that scared the shit out of me in Monkey Magic when there was a guy who didn't have a face. Seriously. See what I mean about the placement of the enemies? Whoa! And I'm not going to lie, the controls aren't the tightest. That counts. I'll let you off, little dude. Right. Oh, I got the chop in. Oh, I thought I'd see if I could jump him. Guess what? You can. Now, if it wasn't for the fact you have to shoot across platforms, technically the sword would be better. Whoa. Oh, that was lucky. Oh, actually, so the gun's pretty the tits. Oh, no idea. I got a dodge then. Ooh. See, the thing is, though, if you're the bad guys, all you'd have to do is get a fuck off big torch, shine it at the wall, and all the cats would just keep chasing it. Also, when they all butt naked in the pilot episode, seriously. Ooh. Ooh. I don't make that noise, I actually survived. I like making that noise. Right. Anyone had any Thundercats toys out there? Let me know what you thought and shit. There was a Cats there, wasn't there? Is it huge? I'm pretty sure I saw that in the club catalogue. Rescue Tiger for a bonus of 2,500 something, 25,000. I don't know. What's wrong with his face? Wicked burns though. Oh, we're going from right to left. I remember them. Jackal Man. You can only shoot them from behind. Awkward. Ooh, those eyeballs are fuckers. See what I mean? You just run out of space. I don't think I'm dead. That's a bonus mission. Right, choose your way through the Garden of the Elementals. Fire, water, air, earth. I don't even know who they are. They look like Luke Skywalker in his flight suit. I've got to chop the skull. And it appears that close. Oh, it's Mumra. Wait, what? Oh, fuck off. Okay, let's go. So it's non-linear then, I guess. Mumrook appears, so you get to see Mumra, that's good. But I'm guessing that's because I did it in the wrong sequence and I need power-ups or something. Or possibly do I get something from rescuing the other Thundercats? And again, why is my sword even working when it doesn't have the Eye of Thundera in it? So, speed is the essence here. Of the essence, I should say. What? The control... I was pressing fucking down, I'm telling you. The controls are just... They are not responsive, tasty and delicious. He says that. I just got out of jail then though, eh? This makes you realise what a good port of a non-Thundercats game the Spectrum version is. Look at my gameplay. Exactly the same. Ooh, shake harder, boy. You're a cat after all. I like to think they didn't have bathrooms in the cat's lair. They just took a shit in a giant box of grit and then pushed it out when everyone was done. Also, later on, seriously, they got a pet dog, didn't they? Honestly, I think he was a robot dog, but he was still a pet dog. Proving that we can all just get along. That's the stupidest idea ever. That's frustrating. The hitbox on them. I've lost interest now, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's just a waste, isn't it? It's not the worst game I've ever played. It's a Thundercats game, for fuck's sake. You could have done so much better. Oh no. Were they there the first time around? Look at this. Line them up. Ooh, that was on me. Not liking this. Not liking this. Not liking this. Your simple wood shield is incredibly effective. Point blank back of the head. Eyeball. Is he still in there? He's still in there. I'll just go with fire. Water, fire. So there's variety. Actually, the animation on the enemy. Look at the bad guys. What the fuck? The animation's right. On you at least. Oh, I can't face anymore. Thundercats on the Amiga. In this case on my A500 Mini. It's just a waste of potential. I mean, I know it's from 1988, but the point still is, even back then, as a kid, I knew that this wasn't a Thundercats game, or it was a poor Thundercats. Pretty sure it isn't. Poor Thundercats game, and just a complete waste of potential. Anyways, always, I'd love to know what you think, especially if you can correct me on that. Was there a Cats Lair toy? Did you have Thundercat toys? And is this not a Thundercats game that's reskinned, or am I confusing that with its sequel? I don't know. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.